Kiss on the weekend, proudly presents.
Shiver me timbers, we have some new details on the pirate pub Bleak and Barrel coming soon to Magic Kingdom Park. There is more information on, I forgot my sunglasses for this bit, dang it, for Cool Kids Summer at Walt Disney World. Details on Cafe Megara coming to the Disney Destiny, said that wrong, and much more. You are in store for quite an episode today. Hello everybody and welcome to the show. I am Rhino, the executive producer of The Diz. Joining me for today's Disney news and discussion, we've got Dreams Unlimited travel agent Hannah Anderson.
Hey.
We have theme park correspondent Chloe Ferreira.
Hey, honey,
hey. You gotta get the...
Yep. Here, let me harmonize.
Before we get too far into this, what already seems like it's off to an insane start, I want to remind everybody that this and everything that we do here, even those musical numbers, are brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. They are experts at helping you plan the perfect Disney vacation. When you book with them, it costs you nothing extra on your trip. You help support the channel and all of the content that we make here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Check them out at Dreams Unlimited Travel for a free, no obligation quote today. It's also brought to you by our Patreon supporters, and we could not do this without you. If you want to learn more about how you can get exclusive content from different members of the Diz team, like Chloe, Hannah, myself, Jackie's in the chat over here. Also, we are doing a live Patreon post show today, which we've been doing a little more conversationally focused. So if you want to check that out, that is for our folks who are in our $5 and up tier, and happens after about a little lunch break, a little snack break in the middle here. But head over to patreon.com/DizUnlimited if you want to learn more about that. Okay. What do you say to that, Chloe?
I say okay. Oh, how dare you? There it is.
It wasn't as loud as I wanted it to be, so I gotta
maybe do it again.
I've been working on some sound effects. Also, Michael Friedrichsen, if you're watching this episode, he works for Pixar. He has been he's messaged me and showed me how to record clean sound effects and stuff like that. I haven't done it yet, but I appreciated him reaching out about that. Hey gang, how was your weekend? Huh? How was it?
I had quite an interesting one. I went on a Royal Caribbean cruise with my family. Gotta say, I miss Disney cruising a lot, y'all. I miss it a lot. It's a hot take. I can talk more about it another time. But I also went to go see Thunderbolts with my significant other, and I really liked it. I haven't watched the latest Marvel movies, but I really, really liked the
no spoilers
storyline of this one and enjoyed it a lot. So go watch Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to. I know. I was thinking about it, but I've been disappointed recently. And now with the kid, going to movies, you got to pay for a babysitter and stuff. So
yeah.
it's
Florence Pugh and David Harbour shine.
I know. I mean,
my friend David Harbour?
Love that.
Yes, Rhino's friend David
personal
Harbour.
friend, Dave.
I bagged onions with him once in Atlanta, Georgia. So we're basically just
humble brag.
We basically French kiss, so it's fine.
Yeah,
No one's
I only
business.
bagged
Don't take it to the
tomatoes with them
tabloids.
in Alabama, but all right. Just kidding.
Oh my
That's
God, she got a story for everything.
I know. Well, my weekend was
How
great.
about you, handbag Hannah? What you got?
My family was in town, and we went to the parks. I went to Magic Kingdom on a Saturday.
When is your family not in town? Are they unemployed?
Yeah, right.
Are times hitting hard in the Anderson household? Or not the Anderson?
They live with me now. It's like a Willy Wonka situation.
They all just share the one giant bed.
We're waiting our golden ticket. They did go home now, so my house is very quiet. And so
Hannah's
lonely.
back.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell your mama said hey.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Hey, goat, say hi to your mother for me.
I know. Yeah, my mom's fun. She's pretty cool. She all right.
She's cool. She's cool.
She's
cool.
So we had a good time.
Yeah, good. I'm glad. I went to Hollywood Studios on Sunday for some May the 4th celebrations.
Nice.
And that park it's like I've never seen the parking lot so full.
Wow.
I've never seen people so excited for nothing. And it's wild to me that I don't even know what Disney could do because it gets so crowded. And I'm like, you know what you could do? Why don't you just make May Season of the Force at any park that has a Galaxy's Edge in it? Offer some exciting things. And I know that the May the 4th stuff isn't just on May the 4th, but I still think the 4th, 5th, and 6th should be a little bit of a celebration, including some special character meet and greets and things like that. I feel like I don't know. There were so many people there. You know what I love to do though is take pictures of my friends with their lightsabers.
And that was way cool. I saw that.
Yeah, so I recently had a close friend of like 20 years, Genevieve, and her husband Jay moved here, and he's a professional photographer, and so he came into the park, and of course I hated every picture he took of me. Except for one. One I posted on my Instagram. But it was a lot of fun to be there with another photographer and kind of be like, oh, let me show you how I do this and that. And you know, he's very professional and I am anything but. So it was fun to be like, you're too rigid, baby. You got to smile, grab it, snap it, go. I felt like Austin Powers being like, yes, no.
That's funny.
I'm spent. So yeah, lots of fun. Well, let's get into it. We got lots of stuff to talk about. Really nothing that big. I mean, the first one is the big one, and then the rest, it's all downhill after that. It's not. There's some fun things. I'm going to start this off by saying, yo-ho, mateys. What did you call me?
Oh.
You heard me.
Oh.
Mr. Matey.
Disney has released some new details. Okay? You heard about this place. I know Chloe has. It's called the Bleak. Nope, I've already misread things. My God, I haven't even had a Celsius today, and I can't read.
Oh, that's what's wrong with me right
now. Yeah, that's where I was like, what's this feeling? Depression. So Disney has released new details on the Magic Kingdom pirate pub called the Beak and Barrel. This makes more sense because there's a bird. I'm going to go over all of this fun stuff to you. This is coming to Magic Kingdom's Adventureland at some point this year, right? We're getting new original characters, themed interactive elements. So without further ado, we're just going to talk about, again, it's called the Beak and Barrel. Look at that bee if you're watching this. It's a bird. That's how you remember. The Beak and Barrel. So established by the legendary pirate rum runner Captain Meridian Mary Goldwyn. So her friends call her Mary. Do pirates have friends?
Yeah. Yeah. What, ever
It's
heard
the code.
of Jack Sparrow?
You don't have any friends. He doesn't have any friends.
Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about. I watch different movies than you, I think.
But you have heard of him.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not so much interested in Mary as much as I am her little friend here. Again, let me start over. Established by the legendary pirate rum runner Captain Meridian, get it? Mary Goldwyn, and her talkative first mate, Rummy the Parrot, this lively pirate pub will soon welcome swashbucklers, scoundrels, bandits, and buccaneers of all ages from every corner of the seven seas. As Mary's trusted companion and first mate, Rummy serves as the tavern's quartermaster, keeping an eye on the place from his roost high atop the bar. Get it? Because a roost is where somebody on a ship sits up top and looks for other ships, rocks and whatnot. Yeah, exactly. Funny. Funny here. There's a lot of fun wordplay going on. Although retired from seafaring life, Rummy is a dutiful crewman to his beloved Mary, ensuring everything is ship shape, sharing tales of piracy and leading the bar in a rousing toast or two. Eagle-eyed Disney fans may notice that Rummy bears a striking resemblance to the original Barker bird that previously sat at the entrance of Pirates of the Caribbean, but flew the coop some time ago. How long ago was that? Was that bird? He wasn't like an original thing, was he?
The Barker bird? I believe so.
Was it?
I believe so, yeah.
It was one of those where I was like, how long has he not been there?
I don't even remember him.
See, I think it's doing a thing like I'm having like a flashback and like remembering him as a child. But
I feel like he was around when I was a child too. I can look into it if you'd like a timeline.
Get the research.
All right.
Get our people on it.
All right.
Just out of sheer curiosity is all. So there's some spaces that we learned about that we're going to that you'll be able to experience here.
He was removed in 2006. So I should definitely remember that.
Okay.
Yeah,
then I do remember him as like because I came down when I was like for my grad night in like 2003, and then until I moved here in 2007. So I must remember him from that. That's what I'm thinking of.
I just don't know if he always worked is a thing. I remember him seeing him there, but I don't remember him talking that much outside the attraction.
I don't remember him at all, but if he's making me rum drinks, maybe that'll help.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm having a little
we
jog
can
your memory.
reforge this friendship.
Why is all the rum gone?
Because Hannah showed up.
Because Hannah's here. Okay, so let's talk about the spaces. We have the Mess, which is the largest and central space at the Beak and Barrel, which was once the mess hall for Spanish soldiers and is known appropriately again as the Mess. Let's hope it's anything but, though. Long tables span the room, allowing for pirates to gather around and tell their own tales, while an imposing anchor covered in candles and dripping with wax hangs high above. It's a nice little fun makeshift chandelier. A large bar anchors one side of the room, cobbled together from salvaged portions of a cursed shipwreck. At its center, the skull-shaped stern holds an impressive collection of grogs and brew. Guests may also spot the enchanted rum bottle, which was gifted to Mary by the enchantress Tia Delma, and seemingly serves as a source of the tavern's specialty brews or rummy, sorry. I'm thinking rum, and his name is Rummy. Rummy hobbling along the bar's ledge, greeting the patrons and keeping a close eye on the crew while Mary is away. I am kind of hoping we do get this one, this bird with a peg leg, like a plush or something like that in the future. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, merch would be good here.
The fact that they're going to have this bird hobbling along on a little peg leg is like one of the things where I'm like,
Pretty
okay,
cute.
you've got me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You had me.
How?
I don't care about the rest of this. I only care about that one bird. Yeah, so I feel like I had a question, but I'll wait until we're done talking about this next place too, which is the captain's quarters. So inside of the captain's quarters, visiting pirates can enjoy a taste of the finer life, which was once the living quarters of the Spanish comandante. However, the fine artwork and drapery hasn't escaped slashing blades or burn marks over the years by rambunctious pirates, and in some places, faded spots on the wall are all that remain of this now plundered portraits. Above the fireplace are mounted 5 miniature ships in glass bottles, rumored to represent pirates from every corner of the world banding together to defeat tyranny. Keep a weathered eye out, as these mysterious bottles have been known to come alive and engage in a fearsome battle. Now, of course, you can also stay tuned as Disney says the Bleak and Barrel's opening date and menus are coming soon. I think my question was, I want to go back here because it said in the mess about the enchanted rum bottle, which was gifted to Mary by the enchantress Tia Dalma. Is that an original character for this too? Or are we supposed to know who that is?
I don't know who
I don't
that
know.
is either.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
these
not
are all
familiar
original
with pirate
characters.
lore.
Yeah.
I thought I was.
Who knew?
I thought I was.
This kind of feels like
Oh, yes. She is, her alias is Calypso, is how you know her from Pirates.
Oh,
Deadly Enchantress.
yeah.
Right.
Okay, all right.
Calypso. We know her.
So through the movie, back through the attraction.
Yeah, she turned into crabs.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's
Scary.
right.
Jokes told. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, this seems like it could be a similar experience to like a Trader Sam's kind
Very
of.
much so, yeah.
Because they're going to have interactive elements and I'm sure fun, we haven't had the menus yet, but I'm sure fun souvenir drinks. And then we'll see what the food is. But them like kind of saying that it's going to be like elevated fare.
Yeah, interesting.
Is interesting. Yeah. So I can't wait to learn more. We were talking about it earlier and it kind of seems like it also could be a very loud experience because it's pirates pillaging and partying and, family environment. So we'll see. I don't know.
Well, if the goal is
Excited
to
to
make
check
it
it
like
out.
Tortuga, I imagine there's going to be a lot of shouting, a lot of constant like, hey! Like, I mean, I think about like a Hook or something,
Yeah.
anything pirate always seems like there's a lot of commotion, a lot of loudness.
They're out of sorts.
I mean,
Yeah.
Inside Trader Sam's is very loud. So, I mean, I kind of imagine it being that level. What I can't figure out is the size of this place because it's not really that big of a space. But then looking at the artist renderings, it kind of
It looks like 2 rooms.
Yeah, I can't quite figure it out. So I'm
think
worried
it is.
about.
I think the mess in Captain's Quarters, because I'm guessing the Captain's Quarters is going to be more. I don't know. This is just like the assumption I'm getting from this is that might be an area that requires like a reservation or something. I mean,
bet it all does.
I bet probably all does. Yeah.
I bet it all does. I also, my gut feeling is them saying elevated food means this is going to be expensive because they're going to try to limit or make the most money as possible from this seemingly small space.
Like Skipper Canteen, maybe.
I hope we get some conch fritters.
Yeah. Ooh, conch fritters. Sign me up.
Coconut shrimp.
That's why I was
Really
like,
good, too.
what would you guys think would be there? I mean, listen, I hope obviously it sounds like they're going to be serving alcohol and stuff like that, but I'm hoping that with that they are creative. So it's not, it's like beer made exclusively for this pub. So it can be something, because I love that. And they've got that pirate beer on the Disney Cruise Line. So,
from the Bahamas, the Bahamian Brewery?
No, I thought there was something made specifically for, I mean, Disney Cruise Line, the Treasure and the Wish have beers made exclusively for them. But one of, like in, what's the pub on the Wish? Or on the Treasure?
Periscope. 20,000
Oh, yes.
The 20,000 League ones has like 3 beers made for it and stuff.
Yeah.
So I hope it's like
right.
that sort of a situation.
I mean, and now we know the Destiny has the pirate pub, but we're still awaiting details. So I wonder if it's going to be kind of a similar setup to this. But I can't wait to see what. There might be some crossover there. Like if they make special brews for that pirate pub on the ship, then we might have something here.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'm ready for it.
Listen, I mean, it's exciting. What I like is more spaces, like themed spaces like this being in other parts of the park. Because I've always said, I know, the joke being, not the joke, but the running thing is I love Baseline Tap House. I always say it's like my favorite thing. But what I love about it is it allows me to step out of the flow of the park day for a few minutes and sit and people watch and not feel like I'm just left on a bench. You got a couple snacks and you've got some beer and it's a full bar if you want to get something, but it's a very like it caters a vibe for a small little thing, and it's like I don't know.
You get to recharge.
And
like you're still in the park.
And I don't, you'd go around Epcot and think that Epcot, would have stuff like that. But like, I always think about the Rosencrown, and it is rowdy in there. And I'm always just like, I want more spaces like Baseline that lets us kind of live and enjoy. For those of us maybe who are frequenters, or maybe you're becoming a frequenter, or maybe it's just really hot and you need a break.
Yeah, there you go.
Something, I don't know, fun. I like themed spaces.
I think it's going to be popular, and like you said, I hope it means that we get more places like this, because I think the demand's going to be crazy, because it's a IP, it's a beloved attraction, it's hopefully going to be good food and drink, it appeals to kids, it appeals to adults, so I'm hoping it gets a good reaction. We get similar spaces like this, maybe in a second location somewhere in Magic Kingdom. Not pirate themed, of course, but something else like it. That would be really good.
Yeah. I'm both not surprised, but also it's nice to see pirate stuff that is sticking to the attraction less how do I say this? I like Pirates of the Caribbean, the movies, but this seems less oriented in the IP and more in the original idea of the attraction, which is really nice. So
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Okay, I want to move on.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So our next story, I worked real hard on this one, everyone. Disney has shared new details on what's to come for Cool Kids Summer. And because I don't like using pictures of little kids, I've got a kid right here. And he's pretty cool because he's got sunglasses on. That is
instantly cool.
So cool.
That is, yeah. I mean, guys, sunglasses are the coolest thing. I
So
literally
rad.
even wrote myself a note where I was like, don't forget sunglasses for the bit. All I've got are these Jiminy Glick glasses, which are anything but cool. But
Let's say this is kind of giving a different vibe.
I was going to do this
Neither
thing where I was
kid,
going to like,
neither cool.
it's time to talk about a cool summer.
Oh, he's so cool.
Doesn't do it, yeah.
Buckle up.
It still works for me. I don't know, guys.
Yeah, it's doing something. Okay, so Cool Kid Summer. I got some stuff to say about this one, but Walt Disney World will launch its Cool Kid Summer celebration from May 27th through September 1st, offering a wide range of entertainment and activities for guests of all ages. The event, I don't think I agree with that.
Yeah,
The
no.
event will feature high-energy DJ dance parties, surprise character encounters, interactive experiences, and summer-themed festivities throughout the theme parks. Let's go over some of the Lydia deets, shall we? Starting with Cool Kid Summer at Epcot. You've got Goofy Core at Communicore Hall. Lace up those dancing shoes and get ready for some fun with Goofy. This fun experience invites guests to hit the dance floor at DJ-hosted parties and jump into classic games with a wacky twist. From Floopy Limbo to parachutes and pipsqueaks. This sounds like something a therapist is going to hear about in a couple years. It's all about laughter, movement, and just the right amount of silliness. Goofy style, of course. To prepare for the debut of a new Goofy-themed experience, Communicore Hall at Epcot will temporarily close beginning May 12th. The location will transform into an interactive space themed as Goofy's Playground. Communicore Plaza and the Mickey and Friends meet and greet will remain open to guests during the closure. Additionally, guests attending the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival may notice select menu items from Farmer's Feast appearing at nearby Florida Fresh kiosks just outside Communicore Hall, which I really like the Florida Fresh area. Recommend it. Speaking of
fresh.
No, what was the thing I just said I wanted at the other restaurant? I just lost it. The little balls, and they're fried, and they got the little fishy guys.
Conch
Key West.
Conch
Conch
fritters,
fritters.
yeah.
Key West.
Lord,
Yeah.
she's cracking a pot today.
Yeah,
Hey.
they got them there.
What do kids love more than dance parties? Okay, no
Chicken nuggets.
Goofy?
Yeah.
one.
Where are we going with this?
Animals.
Oh,
Let's
wow.
talk about Cool Kids Summer at Disney's Animal Kingdom now, okay? Buzz over to Rafiki's Planet Watch for hands-on crafting activities all about pollinators, like bees and butterflies. For all who believe the wilderness must be explored, you can unlock a special limited-time Wilderness Explorers badge along the way. As you make your way around the park, keep an eye out for some amazing animals, including tigers, okapi, and more. Wrap up your wild day with a musical moment you won't forget. Join an interactive sing-along with the Dino Institute interns, celebrating all the amazing animals spotted throughout the park with original songs, playful storytelling, and plenty of chances to join in. I truly, truly hope that the Dino Institute intern lives on well past the closing of Dinoland. Like, he becomes sort
He's
of
the one holdout.
No, he's like
legend.
No, I'm saying he becomes an Animal Kingdom urban legend and just wanders the park for eternity, almost like the Doctor in Field of Dreams. So he's got to be getting back, or the Carnotaurus is going to be thinking he's got a girlfriend.
I hope he has a sequel lined up and there's more
Guys,
Dino Land in the future.
I really want us to focus on how good my Field of Dreams joke
It was really
that's
good.
right.
Yeah.
Do
I
you
gave
know the
some major
reference?
giggles. Yeah.
Because he always goes, I
Yeah.
gotta be getting because Sheila's gonna think I got a girlfriend.
Yeah, that's
I don't
right.
think Sheila was her name, but
Or, yeah.
so
I know.
the Carnotaurus is gonna think he's got a girlfriend.
Oh, no.
I love that
was
movie.
good. I think
God,
everybody should love that movie.
truly. Chloe's not seeing it. I have a feeling she's quiet.
Aw,
over there.
come on.
I've
She's seen
seen.
the movie.
I feel like I'm not that familiar
no.
with it. I've seen bits
Oh,
and pieces,
no.
but
Oh,
I'm
no.
so sorry.
Oh, no,
All right, guess what
Chloe.
we're gonna have viewing
Yeah.
party. Here we go again.
Yeah, we've got a ton on,
Wait,
on that
have you
list for
watched
you
How to
too.
Train Your Dragon yet?
I bought them. They are at my
You
house
bought
on
them?
Blu-ray. The 3 plus the 2
How-
TV specials.
How about Freaky Friday? How about Parent Trap?
Hey, let me ask you guys this: what do kids love more than animals?
Chicken nuggets. I'm going to go with my first answer.
No,
Disney days.
no, it's that old Hollywood razzle dazzle.
Oh, him with that
Because
razzle
we're gonna talk about Cool Kids Summer at Disney's Hollywood Studios now.
All right.
Guests can
Baseline Tap
experience-
House.
Yeah, guests can get loaded at Baseline
Let
Tap
kids
House.
drink beer.
Guests can experience a full lineup of games and crafts and animation courtyard designed to engage younger guests throughout the day. The area will also feature live entertainment, including magicians, jump rope performers, and surprise character appearances, creating spontaneous and family-friendly moments. Guests can continue the celebration by joining Mick Mouse and favorite Disney Junior characters at an upbeat indoor DJ dance party designed for young children to move and groove in a fun, music-filled environment. And don't forget about the debut of 2 new shows, Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After and Little Mermaid, a musical adventure. Hey, what do kids love more than the classic Hollywood razzle dazzle?
Popcorn?
Nah, it's magic, of course.
Oh,
At Magic Kingdom for the Cool Kids Summer, you can step right up to the big top in Magic Kingdom's Storybook Circus, where children have been abducted for their entire life. No, wait, different circus. Where children will be invited to what, doesn't that
I
happen
don't
in
know,
Pinocchio?
maybe
Don't they
not.
abduct them for a circus?
Well,
yeah,
to
for Pleasure Island. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a circus
Yeah, and
act.
See?
they put him to work.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
2 jokes lost in
Smoke
this crowd.
cigars. No, I
Yeah,
got
where
it.
they what
It's
do
the
kids
saddest
love more
attraction
than
ever.
magic? Smoking
Smoking.
cigars. Yeah. Help me. Where children
so
will be
sad.
invited. Sorry, that's on that ride, that
Help
creepy
me,
ride.
Mama.
And
I
help
know.
me, Mama.
I can't ride without my kid. I'm like, where is he?
So you can pull on up to the Big Top and Magic Kingdom Storybook Circus, where children will be invited to join, get this, a DJ-led dance party hosted by a lively ringmaster featuring surprise appearances by Pluto and playful pop-up moments. The atmosphere will be brought to life with roaming entertainers, including stilt walkers and jugglers, creating a festive environment where families can immerse themselves in the spirit of summertime fun. In Tomorrowland, guests can head to the Rocket Tower Plaza stage for a high-energy, get this, DJ dance party featuring Stitch, offering an intergalactic spin on summer fun. Following the dance party, families can step inside Merchant of Venus to participate in a space-themed craft actively inspired by the upcoming Disney Pixar film, Elio. Okay, I do want to talk about these offerings, just like seriously from like a very pure analytical standpoint here for a moment. I know this is aimed at children. I do not have children, and I am not upset that there are special happenings for and aimed at children whatsoever. I think that is absolutely wonderful. However, if I were a parent who paid all this money to come to Walt Disney World, the last thing that I want to take time out of my day from all these incredible attractions and things is for arts and crafts. Like, I'm not for paper arts and crafts that they already do in school. Now, I was a bench warmer as a kid, so I'm just letting everybody know that's who I was. I would people watch with my grandma while everyone else went on the rides, and this sounds great for that sector of people who come with grandma and they have bench sitters. You know what I mean? But there's no way that my mother, single mother with 4 children, she would have not been happy with me if I was like, man, I want to do the dance party. Like, I mean, she would have let me, but this seems more like it's kind of for the annual pass holder, or maybe like the park frequenter, like people who so I have friends who have kids, one's in this room, and I've been going to the parks with them a lot more lately. We don't have public spaces in Orlando really very much. Not the kind that are like, like this is a park, and one that you want to be in that isn't filled with snakes and alligators. Like these, and that's how we as annual pass holders sort of use these parks.
Right.
So it to me is like, oh, there's fun entertainment in the park. I don't think it's anything to plan a vacation over. Like, if I'm being honest. And so, but it does feel like Walt Disney World keeps presenting it like we are, and so that feels like a little weird to me. Like, I don't know. I don't know. That's my opinion. Annual pass holder. I don't know. It's great. It's great that there's activities, like I said, for kids to be doing, and if it keeps them out of the line for the rides and
keeps them off the street,
off the hooch at Baseline Tap House, and away from the cigars at the circus, then great.
So I think
after-school programs work.
It's part of a marketing campaign. And I do think it's worth planning a vacation because there are good discounts this summer.
No.
But there are.
I'm talking specifically about this, not the ticket
But it is
discount.
also part of the campaign is the ticket deal and the free dining.
Ain't no kid buying tickets.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think, unfortunately, I have learned and my kid's 3, so he's in a younger demographic. I think this works for like little kids. It's unfortunate, but it just inevitably happens. It's the same reason why most of Toontown at Disneyland is like a playground, and my kid could spend the entire day there. And this like weird thing happens when you're like, oh, well, my kid was really happy, and that was like my favorite memory was him playing on the playground that we could have just played at anywhere. So I don't know. I think it has a place. It is a little like, oh, it's just a dance party. That's all it is. So don't plan your vacation around it. I do think it's a nice added perk. The indoor spaces have a certain appeal. The indoor spaces where you can purchase beverages also have a certain appeal.
Okay, but
so I think Community Core Hall should be used for things like this. I think it should be things of this nature.
It is interesting though, because you are describing places that you go frequently.
What do you mean?
So what I'm saying is you have a perspective from somebody who goes to these places all the time. So I'm saying if you're somebody who comes here once every 5 years.
I just think, though, if you have a little kid, it's inevitable that you're going to walk past.
They're going to lure you.
They are, because you're going to walk past the splash pad. You're going to walk past a dance party. It's just going to happen. And it happens, like, even if they weren't having these dance parties, there's always something like this that you're like, it's like the crafts around World Showcase. You're like, oh my gosh, can we move on? Like, yeah, we colored the postcard. Oh, you want to color another postcard? No,
Okay,
Mom's done with her beer. She needs to keep moving.
I'm looking at it. I guess I think maybe that's what I'm forgetting.
But you're right. It's not a good value. It's not.
No, but
it just
also
happens.
I'm thinking about it in terms of like you, the parent, are planning for yourself to go and do stuff too. And
Yes,
I don't know
correct.
that was. I don't think that's even what my mom did. I think my mom was like, I want to take the kids to Disneyland for the kids. And my mom wasn't like that the way I'm like that, where I'd be like, no, I want something to do too. Like, but I'm also generation number 2 of the Disneyland goer. So
Yeah.
like I am second generation. So now that's how I've been upraised in the cult.
That's very true. But I don't know. But yeah, I will tell you, the idea of hanging out in a dance party, especially the outdoor ones in the summertime for more than 20 minutes sounds like my personal hell. It even doesn't matter how good of a time my kid's having. I'm going to be like, help. Or trade off with the, you got to bring other people with you. You got to have a support group.
I'm surprised they haven't leaned into Bluey more and kind of featured
Yeah,
that
where
for
is
the
he?
summer.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Wasn't he good?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's okay.
Wasn't there going to be a character meet and greet?
They're supposed to be. Supposedly Cruise Line's getting it first.
On
out
the
of Australia or
Australia
something.
sailings.
Yeah, and then Parks eventually, Damaro said. But, like, we need it now at, like, Hollywood Studios. We need, like,
Yeah,
a
girl.
full Bluey show. And that you could really rope into your cool kid summer because that's what
Then they'll
everyone
Bluey my
wants to
mind.
see. Yeah.
Nailed it.
There you
People
go.
would
Bingo.
finish.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Bump set
was
spike,
good.
baby. We just volleyballed that.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Chloe, now let me ask you this. I know you don't
Yeah.
have kids, but how many DJ-led dance parties will I be catching you at this summer?
Hey, Goofy? Probably, I might stop in and dance with Goofy. That's some of my favorite memories at the Christmas party we went to, and I could dance with Goofy.
Oh, good
That was fun.
point.
But I'll be honest, it's not a draw for me. It's not a draw for me. I've been with you guys walking through Epcot's new Future World Celebration, and the blasting music is going on, and this is
don't love
not. It is not my Epcot, y'all. It makes me really, really sad. And it's families enjoy it. I feel like a lot of new visitors enjoy it, but as a longtime visitor, it just feels foreign and it does not feel right. So
Yeah.
blasting music does not draw me in to a park.
Well, okay, so then I don't have to do the warning of parents watch out for that millennial leaning against the back wall with her sweating with her margarita. Look at the
Hey,
kids.
but what if they bring Max over? What if they do like Goofy and they surprise with Max and they do a
I
little
know. No,
father-son
I
thing?
was.
That would be cool.
I do like when
Yeah.
we go to like the Halloween party and they have the dance party out there
Yeah.
and stuff
I
like
think
that.
I'll be like that.
And I do. Thank you for both of your opinions on this because I do actually. I'm seeing it in the chat too. It is nice to hear that. It seems like it's something. Listen, Hollywood Studios specifically, I know over for years has kind of gotten the there isn't a lot of stuff for the younger, skewing younger. I mean, that kind of changed a little bit more when Toy Story opened, but still, like Slinky Dog has height requirement, and so it's nice that there's getting an infusion in there for the kids that quote unquote need to get the wiggles out. Okay, okay, whatever. I hate saying it, but it is what it is.
But you said it.
Doctor talk. Dr. Wiggles.
Yikes. Will he be there?
Yeah, I don't like that. But Hannah did mention there is a ticket offer, and one of those ticket offers out there right now, as you can see in this photo here, it says 1 human resident ticket, please. This summer, Florida residents can visit the Walt Disney World theme parks with a new special ticket offer. The Florida Resident Summer Magic Ticket offers 4 fun days at Walt Disney World theme parks for only $60 per day. So that total price is $240 plus tax. This ticket will be available for purchase starting today, May 6th. Wait, no. Yeah, today is May 6th. My God, I've lost them. I've lost my days. Yeah. This is for visits from May 18th through September 27th, 2025 with an advanced theme park reservation, of course. That's crazy. That's a really long thing. But if you don't want to do the 4-day ticket and you're looking for a shorter visit, there's also good prices on the 3-day and the 2-day ticket because the 3-day ticket is $75 per day. So that's $225 plus tax. And then the 2-day ticket is $105 per day. So that's $210 plus tax. So the best deal, obviously, is the longer ticket, which is always true for Walt Disney World tickets. They always get you on that. You're like, well, it's only like $30 more.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's true. It gets in that thing where I'm always just like, yes, I want this. I think this is a really good deal. I think this is great for people that have turned away from their annual pass, or maybe they're new and they just want to go, or maybe they don't go that often and they're just like, this is a better deal, especially if you can use the ticket during that entire stretch of period, because that brings you right into the Halloween season. So that's
you don't
great.
have to use it consecutively. So you could use like one day May 18th, another day in July, another day in September, so you can spread it out. So I think it's good for people who live in Florida and are looking for things to do with their kids this summer,
Yeah.
and maybe aren't ready to full commit to an annual pass. But let's say you do really like it, you could still upgrade that ticket to an annual pass if you wanted to before you use that last day.
Yeah,
So
which
you
is
could test the waters.
that is not, and that that's a really, I've done that before. I did that with Disneyland tickets before, because I was I'm
right.
coming back. So of course, if you want to book any of those tickets, there's a little travel agency I've heard of. It's called Dreams Unlimited Travel.
Hey.
I feel like it needs to dim the lights and like cigarette, like a little like Cavassier in one hand. It's very ladies' man, very Saturday Night Live. Well, that's that. Is there another ticket offer you should be telling me about before I move on to this? There is a kids offer, right?
Yeah, so there are discounted tickets for kids this summer, and then also there is we've talked about, this is next year, but the free dining promotion for next year for kids. So if we've mentioned it, but if you are going in 2026 and the whole family's getting the dining plan, your kids get it for free, ages 3 to 9.
It's no longer cool kids summer though. It's just lame kids regular time.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Kids aren't lame. Well, not all of them.
2026.
Some of them are nice. I've met some pretty cool kids.
Cool kids.
I gotta say, my friends. Maybe it's just because I like my friends, but most of their kids are pretty cool. There's one that the jury's still out on, but it's fine. I have that conversation.
It's Owen.
Every time I have that
It's my kid.
conversation with them, I'm like, you gotta stare them down. That's how you speak to them. Chloe is just very ready for this next little bit of news thing here, because she's a big fan of Romeo McGraw from her favorite show, the Country Bear Musical Jamboree at Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World. Well, guess what? He's meeting people. He's greeting people.
Finally.
He's out there in his new costume, his new do, and
I want to touch his hair so bad.
Chloe, how long before we can call it official? And you guys, there's a holding hand picture on.
Oh my goodness.
On your MySpace.
My MySpace page.
Yeah. What's the song gonna be?
Oh,
Blood in the Saddle.
Wow, that was quick.
The remix.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
The remix.
Yeah, the remix. obviously.
This gives me hope though, because I really want to see, even if it's the new costume based on the new attraction, I really want to see a walk around Trixie character, and I feel like it's in talks of it happening, and so this gives me hope that they're working on the newer costumes at least. So it's cool to see, but I'm not a huge fan of the new. I just did it the other day actually, just over the weekend. I did the
There you
new
go.
Country
really
Bear
good.
musical.
You gotta kiss the girl.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite part.
Oh my goodness.
I genuinely like that one.
I do too.
I'm sorry, I like Try Everything too. I think I like the show. I don't know.
I like the show.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry, Chloe.
It's okay. It feels like a fever dream. It's fun for what it is, but every time I walk out there, I'm like, oh, that's what it is now. I keep forgetting, like, that's what it is. So I want to go to Tokyo and do the original one
There
again.
you go.
Just to
It's,
get my fix.
it's longer there too, right? It's like
Is it?
longer than our. Yeah, I think because Craig was just there and he was telling me about it, and I think he said
Oh,
it
they
was
didn't
like
summarize it like they did.
no,
a
yeah, I
couple years
think
ago?
it's like the full show. So
And they
it's
still do
cool.
the summer vacation hoedown. They do like a special overlay.
And the
I have to
holiday.
go.
Yeah, that's our summer theme. Summer hoedown.
Yeah.
That,
got Cool Kids Summer and for the
and then the
adults.
summer hoedown. Beyonce. Okay, so we also got our first look. Okay, gang. We got our first look into the refurbished Pop Century Resort rooms, and guess what? They look exactly the same.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, I thought maybe I was crazy, but it was in the news and updates on the site, and that's where I pull these news stories from, and so that's what I'm talking about. Walt Disney World began refurbishing these guest rooms at Disney's Pop Century Resort in mid-March of this year, and a pop of color has been added with the new carpets and a fresh coat of paint along with some new drapes. I can show you some more pictures. Hold on.
I feel like this has been around for longer than 2 months, but okay.
Yeah, it's
I
just
guess
a
they must have
soft
completed all
refurb.
of them, maybe.
Oh no! Spoiler.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what's crazy? It's wild to think like, wasn't Pop Century the first resort to the first value resort to go through the process of getting that makeover with the pull down bed?
Yeah.
I could be wrong. But
I think
thought
they
it was
were, yeah.
So it's been like a couple of years now. So
I like it. I like the
come on.
rooms. And I do like they're adding the carpet back. I know that's like maybe kind of gross, but it warms up the space a little. Gives a little personality. So I like it. I'm not going to lie. It looked a little stark before with just the wood floor and the white walls.
I like the carpet like
it.
right where my feet come out of the bed.
Yeah,
that's
I
the
too.
thing. Like I you know, I don't know. I've got paranoia about slipping and falling.
Aww.
I don't know if you guys know this, but apparently the entire right side of my body's giving out. So
Oh, no.
I'm getting a little nervous as I've turned 40. All right, well, here's the thing. I gave the spoiler alert. Disneyland's done it again, and I will never understand why we don't get any characters over this way, but whatever. In celebration of Marvel's Thunderbolts, now in theaters, guests visiting Avengers Campus in Disney California Adventure Park can meet the newest Avenger, Red Guardian, for a limited time. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe film Thunderbolts, Red Guardian, or better known to me as Alexei Shostakov, I don't know why I said known to me, joins complex heroes and anti-heroes that were brought together for covert government missions. Once again played by David Harbour, Red Guardian brings his super soldier strength and sarcastic bravado to a group that includes the characters like Yelena Belova, Bucky Barnes, or the Winter Soldier, U.S. Agent, Taskmaster, and Ghost. The team operates in a gray area of heroism, more unpredictable than the Avengers. Well, spoiler alert. I'm not. I didn't spoil anything. Marvel's advertising it that way.
Yes.
I won't talk about it anymore. But Red Guardian is, I believe, one of the best characters like in the current version of the MCU. So I am really happy to see him back in the films, and really hope that he is still there when we are there next week. Because I've seen videos of him come out now, like on the internet. If you heard about this, the internet, and so like you go out, you can look at it, and some people will post like videos from a cell phone on the internet, and I've seen it. And he was very funny.
Oh, I bet.
And this guy is like very into it. Also, you know what I really like? The actor, like I don't want to say he's plus size, but he's a big guy. I mean, David Harbour's like 6'3" or something like that.
Yeah.
And the video of the two of them meeting each other is just like really.
That's awesome.
Really fun.
Yeah.
Not your average superhero.
He was my
Yeah.
favorite part of Black Widow. I didn't hate Black Widow as much as everybody else, even though she's not my favorite character. But I liked Red Guardian so much that I was like, oh my God, I really need these characters to come back. And lo and behold, they have finally. So yeah,
They listened.
big fan. Big fan. I'll send him your love.
Yes, please do.
Please do.
Please do.
Please do. My friend Chloe would like a lock of your beard. Could I have it?
I'll give you my locket to put.
Yeah, there you
My
go.
locket, yeah.
I'll put a little picture of David Harbour in there.
Yeah, there you go. Well, now we're going to ask.
Hannah's got her feet. Chloe's got her hair collection.
God, the rumors.
Oh, God. I'm skipping ahead. Shoot. No, I didn't skip ahead. Oh, I just didn't make a slide for
really
this.
wanted to see him
Oh, no,
again.
I did make a slide. Oh, guys, ready? I got another one for you today. We're going to head out to sea for this next one. Heading out to sea now, the interior preparations on the Disney Destiny, Disney Cruise Line's newest upcoming cruise ship, are well underway, and we've got our first look at details coming to one of the new cafes on board the ship. One of the new venues is Cafe Megara. How do you say it? Megara. Jeez Louise. I've seen the movie once. One of the two walk-up cafes located just off the Grand Hall. Disney Cruise Line has shared a behind-the-scenes look at how Walt Disney Imagineering is drawing inspiration from Walt Disney Animation Studios' film Hercules to create this iconic space. I think I have a little bit of a better photo if you're watching this. And every design element in Cafe Megara, from the fabrics of the bar stools and lounge chairs to the tiles on the accent walls, has been carefully selected by Imagineers. This creates a vibrant space that pays homage to ancient Greek mythology and its legendary heroes. The color palette is inspired by the film's iconic characters, Megara and Pegasus, featuring shades of purple and blue. This includes a custom carpet pattern resembling clouds and wallpaper featuring hidden designs of Pegasus leaping through the clouds. As the Imagineers finalize their selections, the shipyard team is transforming the space from zero to hero.
Ooh, that was
You're
good.
welcome. Brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. Do you happen to know which space this would be occupying versus like on the Treasure?
Yeah, so these are the cafes that are off the Grand Hall. So on the Treasure, they were themed to Moana, or Hey Hey from Moana, and then the Jade Cricket Cafe.
Oh, okay.
So this is going to be Merida and then Megara. So we have Brave and Hercules.
Well, the Jade
Heroines.
the Jade Cricket was one of our favorite spots on the
Yeah.
Treasure, so that makes me excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for these two. I honestly, both the Wish and the Treasure, I occupy these spaces quite a bit because they're easy coffee bars. I don't even step foot in the Cove Cafe anymore because of these. They're just easily accessible and they're chill, comfy. On the Treasure, they had like mosaics from Moana, and I don't know if Mulan had one, but Mulan was like very ornate, and then it had the little jade cricky on the bar. So I can't wait to see what kind of details they do for this one.
I think it'll be
Exciting.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. I'm excited. I mean, I wasn't excited about the Disney Destiny. I'm also not like I'm not a big. I think I'm being converted slowly, but I'm not the biggest like Disney Cruise Line girly. But when we did the Treasure, I was like, the ship was made for me. And now this one, I'm like,
No, I feel like
maybe
the
this
Destiny's
one's
made
made
for
for me.
you.
Yeah.
Hello.
I
Yeah,
don't-
Black Panther.
what are you talking about?
And Haunted
yeah.
Mansion.
Yeah, and so I'm like, I don't know. It seemed a little jumbled when they first announced it, I feel like, but now that we're getting more and more of these details, I'm like, this
can see it all coming
it's
together.
Yeah.
that sort of fluidity to it is starting to make more and more sense. Plus, I mean, the stuff we had shared before about the Hercules show that's coming there, I think that'll be
Oh,
really
man,
cool.
that's gonna be
And
so
yes, I
great.
have only seen the movie once. Craig made me try and watch it when we were in Alaska again, and I watched a few minutes of it, and I will watch it again before I do this thing,
The
whatever.
music's so good. It's a great movie.
Ricky Martin sings the Spanish version of it. He's the Spanish Hercules.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
If you wanted to know who my significant other is, it's Ricky Martin. I mean,
Yes, of course.
10th
Yes,
grade
yes.
me really wanted to know.
Yeah, so did you marry him?
It's TBD still. All right. I before we go, I have another thing here. Did you guys see this insane thing?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was like, is it $2,700?
Oh, girl, don't even. This little guy.
It looks like a Dyson vacuum.
Yeah.
He's cute.
He's called. So I don't understand how it's supposed to abbreviate sometimes from the way they spell the droid names, but it's G1T4M1N1. So obviously the M1N1 is mini, but what's GIT for? Get a
More
mini?
Get
Get
up.
out of here.
Yeah, get up. Go.
Get up. The I'm gonna call him the
Maybe.
GM droid. No, that sounds like a car. Anyway, this little guy, he's gonna set you back $2,875.
Oh, my goodness.
I believe it.
Inspired by the wide variety of droids found in the Star Wars universe, G1T4M1N1 is a friendly, dependable, and eager to please helper droid who is ready to assist you. Equipped with cameras and sensors that allow it to identify its leader and follow them with ease, it has a cargo bin that can hold up to 20 pounds of gear, making it the perfect sidekick to help you take on your day or follow you into battle. John already said I could not get one of these, too expensive. Unfortunately, I do like the idea of this. Like, I like the idea that they're making droids, okay? But let's look at them again. Not the design. I feel like it looks cheap because all the droid parts of it look like stickers. So it looks like this was something else that was then shoehorned into a droid design.
Yeah.
Like the side has like the droid arm. Like, why didn't they mold a piece to be like that? For $3,000,
Yeah.
you could have.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
it's
know.
just not I want to be a familiar droid. I'm not really
Right.
familiar with this guy.
Right.
I want it to look like
He looks
somebody
like
I know
a-
and love.
It looks like one of those delivery robots.
On the right
Oh.
side, his silhouette kind of looks like those Macs that had like the white and orange details.
You
You know what I'm
talking
talking
about
about?
Oh wait,
iMac?
iMac
Yeah.
computer.
The
Oh, yeah,
origi-
yeah, the
get
desktop, yeah,
Get Jeff
the
Goldblum on the
monitors.
horn.
Nice.
Jeff Goldblum did the voiceover in the original iMac.
Yes,
commercials.
yes,
He said he would do step 1, take it out of the box. Step 2, there is no step 2. What has advertising done
So
to our
good.
brains?
Yeah.
I mean, it is cool. Would I love to see it in action? Yes.
Yeah.
What planet? But so here's the thing. Not to keep poo-pooing on Orlando, but we don't. Orlando is one of it ranks low in terms of cities like quality of life, like walkable. So what goes into quality of life is like access to clean water, walkability, outdoor spaces, things
Public
like that, right? Yeah,
transportation,
public transportation. And so we don't really have, like, walkability is pretty low here. It's also a very
very
sprawling city and
low.
stuff like that. But I'm like, do you think that somebody could bring this in the park? It's a genuine question. I have no idea.
I'd be worried about it like getting kicked or something by guests because if
Run
it's
over
low
by
profile,
Get away from him!
Yeah,
I'd for sure run over at
camera's
my
in
stroller and not even.
Get away from my
Oops, my
droid, you. I'm not gonna finish it.
That's good. That's
Sigourney. Yeah, I would be a little worried about that. I do think it's impressive. 20 pounds is not messing around. I've seen them like put stuff in it, but it does feel a little novelty. But,
it is. It's
he's cute.
It's a niche thing for
it's
somebody
okay.
who loves Star Wars and has $2,800 to discretionary income.
Listen, I thought the life-size Ewok, that's like $500 for sale still at Disney Springs in the Star Wars store if anyone wants to know what to get me for
in a
my
way, I'd rather
40th
have
birthday.
that.
I would love to have him in the studio right here. We'll put him at the thing. We'll contribute. Whoever gets him, we'll name him after you.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, he'll have a very long name, very complicated. But yeah, I don't know. Do you think they'll make more of these, or do you think it's going to be like how this sells, or like it's just sort of wild? You know what crowd this could have been sold to? The Star Cruiser peeps.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing. Like convention
That could
people,
work.
like kind of diehards of it would go well with their costume if they're going to a convention. They can hold some stuff in it.
The
Yeah.
Bruce
I
Willis
was just.
type. Die Hard song.
Good. I just saw in the live chat someone said that this existed for a few years as a helper robot
Oh.
to carry groceries. So this
Oh, so
that kind of
it
makes
is
sense of like Disney's like, yeah, let's just kind of make it look like a
retrofit.
Star Wars droid because I mean it's not really a recognizable character. So
Right.
I put my little Sandy Fanny in there. I'd put little
Some
Celsius sunscreen. Yeah.
I just get him to
My
carry my
pills?
iced
Some
coffee.
ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you put in there?
Iced
Booze.
coffee.
Oh.
Yeah, booze. Yeah, it's a mobile bar cart. I just yell at, hey, Minnie, get over here.
I call him
cup's empty?
BOOZ. Booze.
Oh,
that's a good one.
But people will call him Bozo, and I'll be like,
don't
hey.
tell people that. Let's trademark that.
Yeah, let's get our
Let's
own
get on that. Yeah.
Boozy Bill.
It'll just be it'll be like DJ Roomba, but we'll just add some stickers.
yeah, I know.
to
Is there a
it,
vacuum
and
cleaner
then-
in him?
Yeah,
Yeah, get
hidden
him
Roomba?
retrofitted with an iPod Shuffle.
yeah. There you
We'll
go.
get him going because we don't want to add too much weight. But yeah,
Done. Call me.
for $2,800, it should play music too.
It should be your personal Uber driver, like Uber delivery person.
What, are you
Like,
just gonna pop a squat in his head and he takes off with you on it?
no, I mean like he should be able to go pick up your food and then bring it back to you.
Oh,
Uber
gotcha.
Uber Eats. Sorry.
You never come
Wait.
back in Orlando.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna be like,
No.
It's the
I don't
last
even
time
think
I
he'd make
saw
it from my car to my front door. The have you guys, do you watch John Mulaney at all on Netflix?
Yeah.
His talk show, I mean. He has that thing deliver food every episode or whatever.
Oh,
Or in the
really?
episodes I've seen that thing like that, and it's kind of like that.
That's
It's
funny.
wild.
That's
but,
funny.
Wow.
Well, this was a fun little
Hey,
discussion today. Hey,
Really
what?
quick, do we want to talk about 2026 ABD?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
you can,
Oh, my
you
God.
can book
I
it now. So
Yeah,
Oh,
everyone,
and those new packages.
come back.
Beep, boop, boop,
Come
beep,
back.
boop, boop.
Hey,
Oh, wait,
at
I'm
this
getting too
time
excited, getting
too,
too excited.
I do want to let everybody know, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up right now. I see all you
Housekeeping.
in here watching this.
Throw 'em
Thumbs up.
Throw it to them.
Passing it over to Hannah. She's going to talk to us. There's some exciting new ABDs. I'm sorry, I missed the article on the site about that. So
Oh, yeah. I got you. Okay, so you can book your 2026 Adventures by Disney trip starting now. And we got 2 new ones for you next year. One of them is going to Switzerland, and it's kind of mimicking Walt and Lillian's trips there. And the inspiration for Disneyland's Matterhorn attraction. So you can see the Matterhorn itself in the flesh. Also, they have a new adventure going to Greece. And you get
Mamma
to-
Mia!
Oh,
Greece.
Wouldn't that be? That
Here
would
we
be
go
amazing.
again.
But
The
they're
sequel.
going to pull more of the Hercules influence, so that doesn't mean much for you. But if it was a Mamma Mia themed adventure, maybe we could get you to go on it. The best part of all is there are some early booking discounts that you can save up to $500 per person, and that's the Adventures by Disney discount that you can combine with the Dreams Unlimited discount, which is an additional savings of up to $1,300 per adventure. So this is definitely a book early type situation
My
if you're
God, yes.
interested.
$1,300. You could then, if enough people get that savings, they could get us that droid.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Put that money toward a droid.
You got
There you
to
go.
save money, spend money. Okay.
Book an ABD. Yeah, book an ABD. Get a free droid.
Yeah.
You pay for it yourself.
DreamsUnlimitedTravel.com. Switzerland, Greece, a lot of the same returning adventures. Like there are some domestic options as well. Like if you want to see Arizona, they're going back to Africa. So lots of options. Go to dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. You can get a free, no obligation quote, and we'll let you know about the special offers. One of them exclusive to us.
And that was 2026, you said?
Yes, 2026 calendar year.
Nice.
Yeah, book it today.
It's very cool. I've done one ABD. It was the Backstage Magic. It was years ago, and I had a wonderful group of people. It was a Diz exclusive one, or Dreams Unlimited Travel exclusive one, and I got to go to Imagineering, and it was like Disneyland, but it was just like in that sweet spot of like Mission Impossible. You know, it's crazy. Not
which one?
Part one. Not. What is the movie called? The new one's The Final Reckoning. I can't remember what the first part was called. But anyway, I love Mission Impossible movies. And it was like Rogue Nation, I think, or something, was the one in the theater. No, it was Fallout. Sorry. And it was like not having its premiere, but it was premiering in the movie theaters. So, because premieres are usually a couple days before and stuff. But it was like we got to see it in the Chinese theater.
Oh, that's
cool. You know, I led the front on that. They were all like, we like did a tour. And then I was like, we had the night off. And I was like, can we go to the movies?
Nice.
And it was cool, but they take you to some really interesting places. It's fun to do the trip, but you get a really cool Dead Reckoning. Thank you. You get a really cool group of people. I feel like that you could end up, and I don't want to be that cheesy guy who's like friends for life, but literally, I forget how many we had on that ship and on that adventure. And all of those people like plan trips together now. And they have wanted to do like another ABD, but they'll like there was like calendars being sent out. We'll do like a meetup every often. They like schedule coming down together and stuff to Walt Disney World together, and it's really cool. It's like cool. Really, I really like when spaces and communities and things like that can connect together. Yeah. So it's one of those where I find that really to be really special, just because it's like, you know, sometimes we're all just like little weirdos in our own little corner of the world, and when you find your other weirdos, you kind of all bump together, and there's nothing better than something that brings people together through community. And that's why I love doing this with the live chat, because I feel like it's very important so that people can come in and they chit chat. You know, you see the names come in all the time, and then sometimes they'll meet each other in life, and I don't know. It's special. It's that thing I really like about what we do.
Community
is adding that layer to like the stickiness of the community, the web,
the warmth.
Yeah, there you go.
Gross. And on that note, I can't wait to see the new Mission Impossible movie, because I love Mission Impossible movies, but
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That
Same
trailer
goes
for the
me
new
double.
one is like
It is
it's like a
insane.
work of art.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm very excited. Very excited. Can't wait for that. That's going to do it for us, I think, today. Again, if you are still watching this live, please hit that thumbs up before you go anywhere. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you click the bell, you're going to get notified whenever we publish any sort of content. I am trying to balance it all out. Epic Universe, Walt Disney World. We're headed out to Disneyland for the 70th, so stay tuned for all of that fun stuff. Epic Universe is opening May 22nd, so there's going to be more coverage of that. We have our Disney Cruise Line stuff, so it's a little bit of everything. I'm trying to make sure that it's all nice and evenly spread out for everybody throughout the week. So if you're not a fan of something, hopefully something you like will come up. And again, we're open to suggestions, so let us know. We want to cater this content to all of you out there, so please make sure you're leaving some comments. If you are listening to this, rate and review the podcast wherever you listen to those. And of course, I learned that you can leave comments on the Spotify. I don't think you can on Apple Podcasts. I'm not sure. But if you leave some comments, I'll try and look through those. But you can always send us an email, podcast@disunlimited.com. But we want to thank you all for your continued support. To our Patreon supporters, stay tuned. Our lunch is almost here. And then we will be doing a live Patreon post show. And I know the topic. I know what we're going to be talking about. So we're going to be like themed spaces. I've got a fun one. So
right.
Check that out. That's for our $5 and up tier. Again, patreon.com/DizUnlimited. But that is going to do it for us today. We will see you next time with another episode of the Diz Unlimited.